Already been in that area before.
I have an idea, trust me.
What year is this?
Does this thing float?
Oh, there's only one to find out. So here's a
Dodge engine.
Wow. I don't even know what year this thing is. It's a boat. That's all I know.
It says 75 on it, so maybe 1975.
No, that's how much horsepower. So this is the gem of the seas. This is a $200 or $300 boat. You mess yourself. Why in the hell would somebody buy this? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I gotta
see a tag. It is.
I have the pink stuff at home. I don't know.
No, I'm reading this right here.
It's got a build from.
Fuck, they put the letters I need in chrome.
That's okay. It's a boat. That's all we need to know. So we're thinking put a stripper pole in here somewhere. I don't know. We still got to try to get it running. We don't know really what we're going to do to it just yet. Obviously, this thing needs a lot of love. The engine does turn over. The starter is bad, so we got to fix the starter. It is a Dodge. I don't know if it's actually a Dodge. A Chrysler. That doesn't look original. That does. So figure that out. Doesn't run, but it does turn over. It's in gear, so you can... Oh, it did. Okay, yeah, she turns over. It actually doesn't look too bad, the engine. Looks like someone kind of worked on it recently. But we'll get into this one a little bit later. This one's kind of one of the last things. Unfortunately, it's already summertime now, but we'll deal with this another day. But it's not a bad boat. Don't even know if it floats. I know the trailer needs tires. It's got a bunch of trash in here. It's growing stuff in there, so that's the tree for the boat. I don't know why there's a coat hanger in there. I don't really want to know why. But yeah, for a couple $100 I don't think it's too big of a deal. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing if I can read the manufacturer date, what they put as
it's a Mark Twain marine boat. Is that like Mark Twain, like
no, not who you think it is.
It's not Mark Twain, like
That's the name of the factory in Illinois.
Yeah, but isn't that the guy who writes books or something? Or is that a fictional character? I don't know.
Something like that.
I'm not smart enough to know that kind of stuff. I wouldn't step in it. We have a tree growing in there. I think that's structural tree now. How's the floor feel?
Oh my god, there's no structure.
The floor's not good. I can see the fiberglass cracking right there. That might be a problem. But we'll figure it out. Let's go move on to the next one.
Yeah, I'm just really curious what the manufacturer date is.
I can tell you because I have the pink stuff at home.
It's got a carbon mount on.
But it has been sitting here for like 2 years. Yeah.
Well,
So
I started 2 years ago. It's been here since then.
okay, so it may have been 3. Yeah, it might be 3. Here's an S10. It's become the storage. I don't know why that stuff's up there, but yeah. Then the storage truck. Yeah, it's a parts truck. It pretty much needs an engine or needs to be rebuilt.
Yeah, they got out a blunt head gasket and they kept driving it, which ruined the engine.
Yeah, it's not in the best of shape. Oh, it's all taken. Oh, goody, goody, goody. I love that. Not even covered up.
Great. Yeah, so it definitely needs an engine now. Actually, I think I was the one that actually took this apart.
So you know how to put it back together?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Actually, these engines are pretty easy to work on.
Yeah, I've done a couple cylinder heads on these before. Okay.
Also, this is the little motor of these versions.
It's a 2.2, yeah. I was thinking maybe just rebuild it ourselves.
We'll just yank the engine out, get the heads done.
Get the head, yeah. I mean, see how bad it is, really.
Yeah,
see how bad the block is. Because now with all the dirt in there, hopefully there's no water in the cylinders.
Hone out all the cylinders.
Yeah, if it's good. This thing's gonna be later down the road. Obviously, it's not too bad.
Work.
It's not too bad, but
that's a lot for just 2 guys on a weekend.
Yeah. I gotta figure it out. It's got a new fuel pump back there.
The interior is actually decent shape.
Yeah, it's not bad. This would be a cool little truck actually to drive around.
It's pretty reliable. The transmission's okay.
Let's see how it is.
This would be cool, like to make into like an off-road race truck, kind of. I think. We take the bed off. Oh, cool.
Make it into a tow truck.
A tow truck?
Make it into an actual tow truck.
That thing ain't got a haul nothing.
That's why it's funny.
Yeah, I guess we can rip the trans out.
Okay. Now here's my favorite one. Well, actually, I have 2 favorites. This is the bus.
Oh,
The bus.
yeah.
I don't even know if it starts. It hasn't been, what? It's been at least a few months.
Oh, dude, it's been at least 6 months.
Nah.
Yes.
And see, they've still got your traction for zingers.
That's your trash.
Is it? Here, I'm gonna open the door. We really haven't been in here in a few months. We started the work. Just a little, oh, grab the trash. Oh, it might start. Started right up, baby. It's actually not a bad bus. I think I paid $1,700 for it. There's a hammer. I think that's your hammer.
Oh,
You been missing a hammer?
My hammer's in here.
Yeah, your hammer is. Oh, I left the heater on.
Forgot about that.
So, yeah, we ripped the interior apart. It's all on video, actually. I think those are Chaz's.
Well, there are now.
But we ripped the
This was
interior.
an emergency fix that we did in a day because it started to rain.
It looks like it's decently holding up. You can see we tried putting these on. I'm not very good with wood at all. Don't judge me. It looks like crap, I know. You can still see we started doing this and we started having leaks from the roof. I didn't know this part. Like, I knew this was damaged. This one was all broken. You'll see it in the video. This is all broken. So we removed that. I removed it because the hatches are really expensive and I didn't want to spend the money right now. Put a piece of plexiglass, but I didn't drill it like a smart person, so yeah, not very bright. It's just a temporary fix.
Just keeps water out.
Yeah, but I think the roof seam itself is leaking because there's a seam down the center line. I had to pack it with silicone or some type of material to try to keep it from leaking.
I think we used Flex Seal.
Yeah, it might have been Flex Seal. But, so we got that. But overall, it's not too bad. It runs and drives. The only thing is I got to get insurance on it. So the insurance is a little bit of a hairy situation.
But we're a little before that. We got to finish it.
Yeah, we got to get this thing actually running first. I mean, running and driving and get the interior.
It drives. We just got to get the interior finished and then finish up whatever needs to be done in the engine bay.
Yeah, I mean, it still needs some stuff like, it's got new tires on it, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm sure it's going to need some front end work, probably brakes.
We got to fix the AC.
The front AC I got working.
Well,
I think the front AC works. The back AC does not work. It doesn't get cold. I don't know why. The drive shaft, I think, has a bad vibration, so we got to look into that. I haven't even looked at it. The oil cooler on the front the oil filter adapter is leaking. If you know anything about these, it's a V10. The oil filter adapter is kind of a pain because the whole thing goes through the engine mount bracket. So he's got to unbolt the engine mount, lift the engine up, slide it in and out, reseal that. Got a couple of leaks here and there, but nothing too crazy. It starts, runs, and drives just fine. Besides, obviously, the vibration, a couple of leakies here and there.
Oh, we got to reseal the windows tracks.
We still got to pop all the windows out, and I'm surprised these windows haven't fallen out.
Actually, yeah, because how windy it's been. Yeah.
But this is definitely something we need to get on. Probably going to be getting on in about a month or so, I think. We really need to get into this. It's just hard coming and working on this thing right now. But this thing is really cool. I'm excited for this. This is something I'm actually looking forward to getting done. The idea behind this whole thing is turn it into a party bus, just personal party bus. We're not going to rent it out or do nothing like that. It's just for us only and our friends. We obviously have to fix the walls. I mean, this is what it was on the walls, but it was so nasty and leaky because the roof vent up there was all broken. It was just leaking water inside the bus. So we got all these new panels. Hopefully they don't look too damaged. You can see some water did get on it.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, we're going to paint them anyways. And then we're going to put some sort of bench seating on the sides. In the back, we kind of thinking maybe do like a little bar setup thing. We're not 100% sure what we're doing back here. I kind of wanted to do like a little DJ booth. Maybe a bar. I don't know, something like that. Plan is putting all the electronics under this side because the batteries are right there so we can put our amplifiers. We have, on the panels, you'll see there's spots for speakers. We're going to have the speakers in there. We do have the ramp for this, but we took it out. It's just it's very noisy and bulky. It didn't work and it was leaking. We just got rid of it. Don't really want that.
I have no real use for it.
I mean, it's a funny gimmick though. It would be really funny.
But just take up more room so we can't have more stuff in there.
Yeah, exactly. And my main thing was there's two problems. It's leaky. It was leaking on the floor, and it's very rattly, and I don't want that. Especially if we're gonna have a few subwoofers, some speakers, and it's gonna sound a little crazy. I don't want it to be making noise. But it's very fun. It's just gonna take time and a little bit of money, maybe a lot of money, a lot of time. But we'll get it there.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna.
We need to put effort forward.
Oh, it just takes a long time, you know.
But I do think last time we were in here was like 6 months at least.
What's that?
We were in here last like 6
no, because I bought it in February, I think, didn't I?
Was it February?
I think so. I have to look, but it's not in that bad a shape. Those are the wires for the thing back there. I gotta fix that. It's not the best looking thing, but I really don't care. Like I said, it's got newer tires on it. Yeah, it's already been smogged and registered. She's all good to go. Yeah, they are. They're a little bit of aggressive tire for what I want, but they're probably pretty cheap. Can't really blame the guy. Okay, so that's locked up.
The good part is this paint. All we have to do is block it a little. It'll look really good.
Yeah, I want to paint it black. 2000 something Ford Edge. Yeah, I forgot about this thing too.
The engine in this is definitely smoked.
Look at all the chain he left.
The guy who had this car before does not know anything about vehicles, does not take care of his vehicles.
He's a service advisor here. He just, this thing's got 300,000 miles.
Pretty sure the transmission and the engine are literally about to fall out.
No, they're not gonna fall.
Oh yeah, they
are. It actually doesn't drive too bad. So
yeah, okay.
It really doesn't. Have you driven it?
Yes.
I've driven
I rode in it with him the last time before we retired it, and it was very rushed.
So the engine is not in the best. They're both not in the best of shape, to be completely honest. This is just a beater car. I think it may be cutting the roof off, doing something stupid with it. Who cares? We're in the process of dealing with the paperwork because it was the service advisors. It was part of a lien sale we had here a few years ago. Customer didn't want to fix the vehicle because, again, it's got 300,000 miles. The water pump was leaking inside the engine, and is it really wise to do a water pump on something like that? I mean, and understand the water pump is inside the engine, ran by the timing chain. Thing's got 300,000 miles. Are you really just going to put a water pump in it and call it a day? This thing had so much water in the oil, it was so bad. We actually had a rod bearing go bad in it.
Yeah.
Polished it up, throw a bearing back in there. That's not something I would ever do to a customer. But with it being just a beater car, who really cares, you know?
And also it had a rod knock at one point that we fixed.
Well, that's what I was saying, the rod bearing. So that's taken care of. I know the fan is junk. The tranny kind of has the torque converter has shuddering issues. I think it needs cats. And I think it has timing codes. Because, well, again, we didn't.
This thing has been used and abused.
Because we didn't do the anything time. We just threw a water pump in it. I mean, it's definitely not in the best of shape.
This was just to get him from point A to B.
Yeah, he was just trying to get going again, you know. So it is what it is. It's a car that gets you from point A to point B, and that's all that matters. So we'll have some fun with that. If you have any ideas with it, please let me know. I'm down to pretty much do anything. I was thinking cutting the roof off and doing some crazy stuff to it. I really don't care.
Put nice, like, bigger off-road tires on it.
But the thing is, I don't know if it'd make it that far. Really, the tranny feels like crap.
That is true.
The engine, literally, we already driven this off-road. It overheats.
It's bad, yeah.
No, it overheats off-road. With the air conditioning on, there's only one fan that works. So now let's move on to the next beautiful gem. I'm trying not to get license plates. Okay, so this is the Probe. This is a 1997 Probe GTS piece of...
This thing runs and drives, too.
It actually does, yeah. So I put a transmission in it, and the fob actually works. Well, it did. This one that works?
What was it, last week?
Yeah, it does work sometimes.
Got mine so.
Yeah, but it runs and drives. The tranny shifts a little hard. I had to put a tranny in it.
Well, it kind of goes into first gear and then goes...
Yeah, second gear is a little rough. Seatbelts, it gets locked up, so I just do it like that. It's not bad. It starts and runs. Everything works. It's very dirty. It hasn't been cleaned since I bought it.
Nice leather interior.
Yeah, it is a race car.
Not bad.
It's not bad. Like I said, runs and drives.
Pretty good shape.
Yeah, it's good. Gets the job done.
Great car for like a college student.
Look at the roof watch. So there's that. But
look at this nastiness.
Yeah, this car's pretty dirty. Yeah, it's actually not bad. But
I believe this one was.
Here, hold it. Hold the hood up. I mean, I didn't put another bolt back for this. I just threw it back together. I was having issues with the distributor timing it, and I didn't even put the bolt back in for that. I was having issues with timing it. Finally, you can't get good parts for these cars anymore.
No.
This is the second piece of junk distributor I put in there. Finally was able to kind of get it close to time, enough for it to pass smog, so that's all I care about. No lights, it kind of runs good. Sometimes it kind of hiccups. I really don't care. It is what it is, but not a bad car. If you have any ideas, obviously I kind of want to spoof it out and call it like the race car, because it says GTS on the side. I want to say Porsche with 2 O's. That's kind of the game plan. But I don't know. I think cutting the roof off, I don't know. Give me some ideas. I don't really. It's a beater. Okay.
Less of a beater than the other one.
Yeah, I mean.
This could be a daily if it's fixed up.
Yeah, I wouldn't daily this car.
It's got Mazda engine in it.
Look at the window. It didn't even shut right. There we go. Here's the last one. This is a something Geo Metro. And you can see I have the key, but I don't know where it's at. And it's windy today, of course. The engine and all the parts are inside the car. I bought it like this for $200-300 bucks. And there's nothing in here.
Nope, that's the thing.
It's a stick shift, and I don't remember if it's a 3 or I think it's a 3-cylinder 1.0. So it's a 3-cylinder 1.0. Has air conditioning. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Huh. Little probably motorcycle engine or something.
Suzuki's good.
Yeah, that's cool. So I think all the parts are on the back of the car besides the cat. But again, beater, just we want to do something crazy with it. I'm not sure yet. What I'd like to kind of put a TDI engine in here, a Volkswagen one, but time and money is the problem. Definitely more money than time. And I don't know if it's physically gonna fit.
We'll have to make some modifications.
Yeah, but I don't want to modify it too. I don't want to cut the frame. But I don't know if a Volkswagen TDI engine would physically fit in here. It'd be cool to put like a DSG automated manual with like a...
That's hard. That would be hard.
I don't know if we can go common rail. I don't know the difference between like a common rail TDI engine versus like an older, like let's say ALH. With a manual, I wouldn't put a early DSG in there. Or go 2-liter common rail, like a CJAA common rail with DSG. But I think it's too big.
Yeah,
just looking at it.
I think that's a dream, man.
Well, even...
I mean, the engine would fit, but the transmission would be...
What I kind of want to do is put the original engine back in, at least get it running and driving, and maybe put nitrous on it and just do...
It's got a really good engine originally, so...
These aren't bad cars. They're really not. I mean, this ain't...
The engine is in, it's good.
Yeah, this is a throwaway beater car. Back in the day, that's just what they were, you know? But I figure throw it all back together, see if it runs and drives, maybe put a little turbo in there, maybe put a little nitrous on there. Just have...
Pretty cool.
It'll be fun. Just put a little turbo on it, just a little burr.
That would be cool.
Because I think it's TBI.
Oh, we could do like a cheap. This is probably going to be a terrible. Like we know it's going to fail, but like a cheap $500 eBay turbo.
Not even $500 is too much money. I would say
like eBay turbo kit.
I mean, we have turbos in the container. I just gotta find something.
To cut the hood for everything.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll play with it. You know, when the time comes. I think we'll get the other ones going, and this one will kind of be
back around.
Yeah, sometime. I would like to get it done though. That'd be kind of cool. Realistically, you spend a weekend, we should be able to get it running, and with all the parts, just throw it back together. Assuming everything's there, I don't know, but there is an engine and transmission back there. I don't have the keys on me, but hopefully the engine and transmission are still back there. Yep, I can see it. I don't know if you can. I was told the cat was cut off of it, but I think there's a cat right there. And it is TBI, I can see it from here. And it is a 3-cylinder. But it's not a bad car, you know. I actually bought it, I was purchasing it originally, I don't know for what. I just get these harebrained ideas. But I didn't know it came with the engine and transmission. I thought I was just buying the car for $300. $200 or $300, I don't remember. But that's usually my goal, is $200-300. And this one's all ready to rock and roll. Once we get it running, it's already non-opt, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's all done. It's in my name. It's ready to rock. But not a bad car for what it is. I don't know if we should go for efficiency or power. Yeah, I did. This car's wrecked. But this is a perfect car for you. What's really funny is my grandpa. He's had a couple of these because he always worked.
They were popular back then.
Well, I mean, kind of, not really, but you know, it's an economy car. I think it's 50 miles a gallon.
Yeah, good for
you know.
speeding.
I don't even think his had air conditioning. I don't know if he had the 3-cylinder or 4-cylinder, but he's had at least 3 of them that I'm aware of. You know, in my time I've been alive. But yeah, if you have any ideas, give us some ideas.
Put a turbo on this with a super loud exhaust.
Yeah, we can. I don't care. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's. We got to do the next one next.